And the last day being come, by Trumbull Stickney. And the last day being come, man stood alone, a sunrise on the world's dismantled verge, waiting how from everywhere should urge the coming of the Lord. And behold, none did come, but indistinct from every realm of earth and air and water, growing more and louder, shriller, heavier, a roar of the dun atmosphere that overwhelmed his ears, as he looked affrighted round, every manner of beast, innumerable, all through the shadows crying grew, until the wailing was like grass upon the ground. A sudden wind within his human side, the anguish since the goad he wielded first, and since he gave him not a drink, the thirst, darted compressed in the vital. As he died alone in the east, no lighting gorgeously, he saw the last sea-serpent Iris male, which, with a spear transfixed yet availed, blocked the sun down into the Dead Sea. Be still, but Trumbull Stickney. Be still, the hanging gardens filled dream, and of the Persian roses flew to kiss the curled lashes of Semiramis. Troy never was, nor green Sacamanda stream, Provence and Troubadour merest lies, the glorious hair of Venice was the beam made within Titan's eye. The sunset seemed, the world is very old and nothing is. Be still, the foolish thing, thou canst not wake, nor thy tears wedge thy soul that lids apart, but pattern the darkness of her heart. The brain is plagued, thou art the frighted owl, blind with the light of life, for I'dst not forsake, ere laughs and nourishes thy soul. I hear a river through the valley wander, by Trumbull Stickney. I hear a river through the valley wander, whose water runs, the song alone remaining. A rainbow stands and summer passes under. I used to think, by Trumbull Stickney, I used to think the mind essential in the body even, as does the body essential in the mind. Two inseparable things, by nature equal and similar, and in creation's song, having a total scale. It is not so. Unlike and cross-like driftwood sticks they come, churned in the giddy throw. A chunk of pine, a slab of rosewood, mangled each on each with knocks and friction, on deadly pain, shift each other's splinters. That last the photal stuff or shave that jetted up, where in the bluish moist shower whatever was vomited in horror from the sea. In the past, by Trumbull Stickney, there lies a somnolent lake under a noiseless sky, where never morning's breaks, nor the evenings die. Mad flakes of color whirl on its even face, iridescent candles dragged with paler, and while in the silent place, Argosies sheer and grave from the sedgeless brink to the sky, dull-lit with the light of pale half-day through the void space and dry. And the hours like dead in the air with sense of coming eternity to the heart of a lonely boatman there. Boatman am I'm a lonely boat, away from the somnolent lake, watching the colors creep and float with sinuous track of a snake. Early in the harvest side, and lazy shades in the water sea, leapt in the sweep of a sluggish tide, crawled in from the living sea. Next I fix mine eyes along with the heart declines, the changeless face of the open sky when no star shines. Now to the rocks, turn to the rocks, around that lie like walls of a circling sun, when their boned waters that feel my powerless strength, with my homeless oar, labouring over the ashen land, never to find a shore. But the gleam still skims at times on the somnolent lake, and the light there is that swims with the whirl of a snake. And though dead be the hours, I the air, and dayless the sky, hard is the life of boatman where, that boatman am I. Leave him now quiet by the way, by Trumbull Stickney. Leave him now quiet by the way to rest apart, now what draws him to the dust alway and churns him in the builder's lime, he has the fright of time. Heard it knocking on his breast a minute since, his human eyes that wince, he stubborn like the massive slaughter beast, and as a finger whelmed with sound, stood bowed to the ground. Leave him, for rest alone can cure, if cure there be, as wave upon the sea. He saw foes who slandered the great oar, and listened, wretched little led, to what they said. Live blindly, by Trumbull Stickney. Live blindly and upon the hour. The Lord who was the future died full long ago. Knowledge which is the past is folly. Go, poor child, and be not to thyself appalled. Around thine earth sun-winged winds do blow, and planets roll. Mither draws his sword. The rainbow breaks the seven-colored cord. The long stripes of river silver flow. Awake, give thyself to the lovely hours. Drinking the lips, catch for the dream in flight, what the fragile hair's aerial gold. Thou divine, thou livest, of old, Apollo's bringing naked to the light, and all his island shivered into flowers. Loneliness, by Trumbull Stickney. These autumn gardens, russet, grey and brown, swart with shriveled foliage strewn, where shrubs and trees, their wings of sunshine overflown in timid silences. Since first you, darling, called my spirit yours, seem happy and gladness pours from day to day, Yes, the year grows this year endures until next year away. Known these places where I used to rove, and give a dropping leaves my love, and weep to them, they seem to fall divinely from above, like to diadem. Closing in one with the disheartened flowers, high up the migrant birds and showers shine in the sky, while the movement of the natural hours turns into melody. On some shells found inland by Trumbull Stickney. These are my murmur-laden shells that keep a fresh voice, for the years be very grey. The wave that washed the lips and tuned their lay is gone, gone with the faded ocean sweep, royal tide, grey ebb and sunken neap in purple midday, gone. To this hot clay must sink my shells, where yet the primal day, its roar and driven in splendour will not sleep. What hand shall join them to their proper sea, if all be gone? Shall they for ever feel glories undone and world that cannot be? For mercy to stamp out this aged wrong, dash them to earth and crunch them with a heel, make a dust of their seraphic song? Once, by Trumbull Stickney, the day her eyes, the deepest night, she had the motion of a rose, the bird that whirls across the light, the waterfall that leaps and throws its rising spindrift to the sun. She seemed a wind of music passing on. Alone I saw her that one day stand in the window of my life. A sudden hand melted away under my lips, and without strife held in my arms the while and drew into my lips a living smile. Now many a day ago and year, since when I dream and lie awake in summer nights to feel her near, for the heavy darkness break glitters till all my spirit swims, the hand hovers on my shaking limbs. If once again before I die I drink the love of her mouth and quench my fervour utterly, I say, and should it cost me youth, 'twere well, for I no more should wait, hammering midnight on the doors of fate. Service, Trumbull Stickney. Chid me not, darling, with the sing familiar thoughts and mattress old, and I do not scold my spirit's childish uttering, and none of the whites, that or this, I murmur to you thus or so. All I know, it throbs across my silences. It blows over my heart, a long infinite wind, again, 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 and then my life kneels down into a song. Sir, sigh no more, Trumbull Stickney. Sir, sigh no more. Within me 'tis as if the green and climbing eyesight of a cat crawled near my mind's birds. 6 o'clock, by Trumbull Stickney. Now burst above the city's cold twilight the piercing whistles and the tower clocks. For day is done. Along the frozen docks the workmen set their ragged shirts aright. For wrecked dorms a stream of dingy light follows the scream marsh as if quickly flocks to hut and home among the snow-scraped blocks. I love you, human labourers, good night. Good night to all the blackened arms that ache. Good night to every sick and sweated brow, the poor girl that strength and love forsake, the boy who can no more. Of all the victims soon shall shudder at the stake and fall in blood, you bring him even now. The melancholy years dead with rain, by Trumbull Stickney. The melancholy years dead with rain, drop after drop on every branch pursues, while far away beyond the drizzled flues the twilight sends to the window pane. Dimly through the chambers of the brain, from place to place and gently touching, moves my one and irrecoverable love's dear and lost shape another time again. So in the last of autumn for a day, somehow a summer's memory returns. So in a mountain desolation burns some rich belated flower, and with a grey sick weather, in the world of rotting ferns, marked with dreadful stones, it dies away. The passions that we fought with, by Trumbull Stickney. The passions that we fought with and subdued never quite die. In some maimed serpent's coil they lurk, ready to spring and vindicate, with powers once our torture and our lord. We lived enamoured of a lovely moon, by Trumbull Stickney. We lived enamoured of a lovely moon, the dawning twilight on the gentle lake, when passion marvellously born did shake the breast and drave them into the mid-noon. Our lives did shrink to one desire, and soon they rose fire-eyed to follow in the wake of one eternal thought, when sudden brake their hearts, they died, in miserable swoon. Of all their agony not a sound was heard, the glory of the earth is more than they, she asked the lovely image of her day. A flower grows, a million bores her grain, and over moving ocean waves the bird chases its shadow and is no more seen. Tho Lack of Laurels, by Trumbull Stickney. Tho Lack of Laurels, and of refs not one proof your lives abortive, shall yet, warned as our signal aim, our hearts will set to win burden which is never won. Witness, a purpose never is undone, our fate drain our seas of violet, together round our lives a wide-hung net, memories of hopes that are not shall atone. Not wholly starless is the ill-starred life, not all is night and failure, and the shield sometimes well grasped are shattered in the strife. And here while all the lowering heaven is ringed, with our loud death shouts echoed, on the field stands forth one meek, proud, the broken-winged. You say Columbus with his Argosies, by Trumbull Stickney. You say Columbus with his Argosies, rash and greedy, took the screaming main, and vanished out before the hurricane, with sunset after merchandise, and on western palms with simple eyes, trafficked and robbed and triumphed home again. You say this is the glory for brilliant human life, no other use than this. And when do answering say to you, the line of wizards and of saviors, keeping trust, and that which made them pensive and divine, passed before us like a cloud of dust. What were they? Actors, ill and mad with wine, or the language babble and disgust?